What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Big Maul back with another episode of Get It Together with Big Maul, starring me, your host, Big Maul, Molly V, Maul, J, Jamal, whatever it is that you call me. Welcome back to a new episode, a fresh episode. Hope you guys had an amazing week and an amazing weekend. Hope you caught up on the episodes because I was dropping like hot fire this week. Um, yes, very consistent, very proud of myself. Very productive. So, yeah, I had an amazing week, had an amazing weekend. Did things, went to a birthday party, went to church, and had church. Okay, my pastor, he surprised me by asking me on Saturday if I wanted to lead the youth in Sunday school, starting a new thing for our church at least. And I'm up for the task because I already do Bible studies on Wednesdays, like I told y'all, with some people, so, and my daughter included. So I just feel like God is like, yeah, you already doing this anyway, so let's up the ante. Okay, let's touch more lives. Let's teach more. Let's teach the youth. And I love the kids, man. So I'm all for it. I can't wait. I'm excited. So yeah, if you in the area, bring your kids. Okay, the first AB, Darian. Sunday school, second and fourth Sundays at 10 a.m. Uh, but anyway, so I have a special guest on the podcast. Um, this woman, this lady, she's very near and dear to my heart. I love her to death. Um, we first met on the job. She was a friend. Well, she was a coworker. Then she was a friend. Then she was a best friend. Now she's my girlfriend, and she's amazing. And I wanted her to come up on here just to talk about her journey because she's a photographer and she's dope. She is dope, okay? Um, but I'm not gonna do all the talking for her. I'm gonna let her do all the talking for herself. So, without further ado, I introduce to you guys Maycalah Trader. What's up?
What's up, guys? What's going on? Yes, it is me finally on the podcast. Jamal has been wanting me to get on this thing for forever. So here I am, finally. But yeah, just a little bit about me. I moved down here, what, 4 years ago? 5 years ago now? 5 years ago?
Yeah, 5 years ago.
Yeah,
5 years
long
ago.
time, long time. So, yeah, just some job opportunities came up, and I was really scared to make the move, but I ended up doing it anyways. I definitely I definitely looked to God during that whole situation because I was on the fence on if I wanted to move or not. But I prayed about it and He followed through like He always does. And I ended up making the move, and here I am. So it's been great. The job opportunities have been great. The friendships and relationships that I have developed has been amazing. And yeah. I think Jamal wanted me to get on here and talk about like being encouraged to do whatever your heart desires and to not let anybody talk you down off your dreams. And yeah, because I'm a photographer. I was an amateur photographer, but now I have a full-fledged business. I have a website, I have social medias, and I get a pretty consistent clientele basis with it, along with doing my um, full-time job. So, but it's really good, and I'm very blessed to have it. I really am. And to have him as a number one supporter. Yeah.
What made you? Well, obviously, I know because we talked about this. What made you want to get into photography? How did that start?
So I've always been interested in photography my whole life. I mean, um, physical media has been around, like, at least from my childhood. I know your childhood. And I just want to continue that for other people because during my sessions, I bring my Polaroid camera, and you get an instant Polaroid with your session. And I just like want to continue that. And I don't know, just growing up, we always had cameras out taking photos on Polaroids or those little green disposable cameras. And there's
Yeah.
buku's amount of albums in the drawers of memories past, So I wanted to create that for other people, that feeling.
Amen.
Yeah.
What's So you obviously you have a passion for photography.
Yes.
If you've ever, you guys, at the end we will plug in her social media handle so you can go check out her work, and you will see that she puts her heart in every single photo that she takes.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. My question to you is, what's the most rewarding part of what you do?
I think it would have to be during the sessions, just getting to see how people can relax in my presence and just seeing them, I don't know, just seeing them interact with each other, and they're the ones that's telling the story. I'm just capturing it,
Ooh,
So,
that's a
yeah.
bar. What about what's the most, I guess, mm, I guess difficult or the most tedious part, I guess, would be editing, right? Or
I mean, yeah, the most tedious part is editing, and of course, we are our own worst critics, right?
yeah.
So, I kind of beat myself up with certain photos, or I'm like, oh, I should have done this pose, or I forgot to do this, but I'm only human, so.
Mm.
And honestly, it's actually the build up before a session is what gets me the most.
Oh,
So,
why is that?
you know, I just imposter syndrome gets the best of me.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm sure some other people out here know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And yeah, you just gotta do it. You just gotta do it scared, regardless.
Imposter syndrome is a real thing.
Yes.
How do you feel about? Well, I know for me when I started doing content, not even the podcast, but when I started doing video content, the first thing I thought of was, and I've talked about this on previous episodes. The first thing I thought about was, um, I just know my my core people, my circle. I just know they're gonna be loud and proud, and just out there supporting me, and just doing that. Uh, is that the same for you? Do you feel like you get the type of love and support from your inner circle, the people that mean the most to you? Even that, and it can be people from even your hometown, not even from here. But do you feel like you get that support?
Oh, 100%.
Okay,
100%.
that's good.
Yeah, my dad, he was honestly one of my number one supporters. He helped me start my business.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
so yeah, I definitely 100% get a lot of support from my friends and from family. 100%.
Do you ever have you ever felt like putting down a camera? Did you ever feel like, man, will I ever will I ever take off? Will I ever succeed? Did you ever feel like, maybe I'll stop? Have you ever felt that way?
Honestly, no.
Mm.
I love it. I love it too much to give it up. Even if it ends up not being my career or
Mm.
what have you, I still would absolutely do it as a hobby on the side because I love it so much. Yeah.
How long does it typically take you to edit?
I mean, it
What's
really
that like?
depends. It really depends. Yeah, I mean, if it's a long session, if it's a family session, depending on how many people, like it really just depends. But I really do put my heart and soul into all of my photos and all of my sessions.
Okay. Well, my next question would be, I I don't I don't have a business. But I do know yourself and several other people that I know or know of that have their own businesses. A
Hmm.
lot of people that don't have businesses, they think that the people that own a business, that run a business, that they just are rolling in money. Um, and I just know that's not the case because you got to have money to make money.
Hmm.
And when it comes to photography and things like that, and like clothing, you got to be able to have equipment and things to even make the money go round, to even
Yeah.
to even have clients.
Right.
Okay, you got to be able to have, in your case, you got to be able to have so many different things to even run smoothly. And then on top of that, you got to bank on good weather.
Yep. Yep.
I don't think a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people come and go as far as photography. Even before I met you, people would be like, "I'm gonna be a photographer because it's easy. It's just taking pictures." But I, for one, feel like it's more than just getting behind a camera and taking pictures. Because, like you said, you got to right angles, weather, um, and you. I feel like you got to be a people person because people got to be able to trust you behind that camera, and they
Yeah.
got to feel like you know exactly what you're doing. Because if I wanted pictures done, me and my daughter, and I'm just looking at photographers and I say, okay, this person looks like they have good work, and then I get to wherever we doing photos, and then the person that's taking pictures, they don't seem like they're professional. And they seem like they're rushing you, and they have an attitude, and they're not making you feel welcome. They're not making you feel like this is your moment. And then
Yeah.
so I can imagine that feels uncomfortable. What do you bring to that experience?
I would say just I try to make all of my clients feel like they're my friend.
Mm,
That's why my business name is Memories with May.
mm,
'Cause like you're with me, like we're creating these memories.
mm.
So yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Is that what made you come up with the name Memories
Yep.
with May?
Yep.
And was that the first thing that came to mind when you first started this?
Honestly, it took me a little minute to figure out what could be because, okay, my name's long, Maycalah, and I don't know, just nothing ever rhymed with it.
Mm,
But eventually I did some, brainstorming as we do, and I came up with Memories with May, and it just stuck, and I really liked it. So,
mm.
yeah.
So moving from West Virginia to Georgia,
hmm
um, being a photographer, change. You're away from home, change of scenery,
Very much so.
atmospheres. You don't know anybody really. You don't
No.
know a lot of people.
Mm-mm.
So like, what was the most challenging thing other than being, homesick, missing your father, missing your family, missing your friends that you grew up with, went to school with? What was the most challenging thing about coming down here with that camera and then trying to build down here?
Um, I mean, like you said, it definitely takes a people person, in my opinion, to, be a photographer and be able to tell that storyline through your photos and for your clients. And I think just, hmm,
Mm,
I don't know.
mm,
I don't know
yeah.
what the hardest part was. Like, I think just building up the courage to do it.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. I would definitely, with me moving from my hometown to a different state, and I'm doing photography or clothing or videography or whatever I'm doing. Yeah, I would imagine like trying to not only adjust to a new area and just kind of feel my way around, and get
hmm
used to my life kind of changing, but then also I have a business to run now, or I have a business, but now it's down here, and I want to be able to connect with the people in my new area. Um, and that's hard when people they don't know you, but on the other side, it's like you can introduce yourself and be as raw as you need to be, especially in a new area. And I feel like whenever you do something like that and you be yourself, your energy speaks for itself. I read a quote one time that your energy speaks before you do. When people see, like you, for instance, people see you coming, you're smiling. You're smiling, and you're saying, "Hey." You look at people in the eye, and you can still be shy and do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
still.
sure.
You can still be shy and do that. Uh, but that's a welcoming energy that you bring. And then your presence on social media. Uh, you just I don't know how to put it. Your social media presence is very, very strong because you can see the smiles and the laughter in your work when you're uh, shooting these people, families, or graduation photos, or um, weddings, or whatever it is. You capture the most joyous moments, and then you showcase it. And I've seen in the past, other photographers. It's just about the advertisement. They're not really showing just their work and being proud of it, and even giving the people that they just shot their moment. Congratulations to such and such on your engagement. Congratulations on such and such for your graduation, your achievement, or whatever it is. It's just more so like, hey, this is my work. Check me out. Book me. This is why you should book me, because my photos are dope. And it's like, okay, yeah, your photos are dope, but also shed light on the moment that you helped create with these individuals in this photo that we all love and we think is fire. We don't want to seem. I feel like we don't. You shouldn't want to seem like you're just self-centered and it's just like being boastful about your work. I feel like you should create the memories. Memories was made. You should create. You should create the memories, but then also the people that you create the memories with. Just shed light on them and show them like, hey, I appreciate you guys for booking me. Because me and you wouldn't be having this moment if you didn't book with me. If you didn't trust me with you know a moment that's so precious and near and dear to you, because graduations and engagements and weddings and all
Maternities, baby announcements.
yeah, like baby announcements, all these things are big moments. These are not small moments. These are memories that will last a lifetime, and you do want the right person to capture these moments if you choose to go that route and have people photograph these different things, because these are moments that will, of course, they'll get posted on Facebook, but then also people want to frame these moments, hang them up in their house, invitations, and keepsakes and all of that. So you want someone that's just quality, but then also a quality person. Not just that's just not in it just for the money.
No, yeah.
It's more rewarding just to put a smile on people's faces and make them feel good on the inside.
Yeah, and photography has a lot of different like avenues that you can go with it, like me, like I said, I'm a people person, so I took the people route. Like I like to photograph people.
Yeah.
Others, it's not necessarily their thing. Like they do landscape photography or animal photography, astrophotography. There's so many different things and different avenues, and um, just I think whatever whatever your heart desires, you should just like go for it and try something new and not be scared to do it.
Not be scared. Not be scared. I was just about to ask you.
Yeah.
Just solely on advice for anybody that's trying to do anything. It doesn't even have to be photography. Just doing anything. Um, whether it's a business or school or moving or trying to apply for that job that people may think that they're not qualified for. Like, what's the best advice you had to give for someone that's wanting to start something new but a little scared?
I would just have to say, like, let go and let God, really. You gotta
Mm,
put your faith into Him
mm,
because, some situations are gonna happen if you like it or not.
yeah.
And you just gotta really trust in Him um, and even if it fails, then something else is better is lined up for you later on. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah, yeah.
Mm. Now, it's crazy that I was just thinking about your love for God, for the Lord, and then you start speaking on it right when I was thinking like, okay, I'm gonna ask her this question.
You know, that's what happens. We're always on the same page.
We are always on the same page. We always on the same wavelength.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yes.
I was just gonna ask, like, I mean, it's kind of off the subject of your photography business, but
That's all
like
right.
just your faith.
Yeah.
Talk about your faith.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, talk about
What
your
about
faith.
it? What about it?
Now you told me you grew up, you knew God. You grew up but like has it ever wavered? Has your we all have our faith tested.
Right.
We all have it tested. But has it ever wavered to the point where you lost your way? And not, so to speak, like a crash out or anything, but like, have you ever lost your way as far as like, did you feel like you didn't feel like he was near? And then you got back and you like, oof, okay, he was right there the whole time, but I stepped away. Have you ever had that type of season in your life?
Yes, I definitely have had that. There for a long time, for a few years, I was going through some personal things and having a really rough time with it, and I just felt really, really alone. But yeah, like you said, like I grew up in the church. I was always going to vacation Bible school, Sunday school, church on Wednesdays, like always in it, always being around it, praying and stuff. He has always been there. And I did end up, growing older. You think that you know everything, and you really don't, especially as a young teenager. And, sometimes we tend to stray away from what we know is best for us because we're just trying to figure stuff out. And, once I hit rock bottom, really, I was like, oh, you know what? The Lord has been here the whole time. And looking back on it, it's like He never gave up on me. In little instances of people just being encouraging towards me. Like my aunt, for instance, like she gifted me a Bible study book for Christmas. And I wasn't going to church. I hadn't been going to church for years at that point. And, um, TikTok and social media, I started getting verses popping up and stuff like that. And I just really felt him tugging at my heart. And eventually I just, really fell to my knees and gave it all back to him and acknowledged him and was like, you've been here the whole time. And I strayed away, but I am back because I know you're real. So.
Ooh, that was powerful.
Thanks.
I'm back because I know you're real. Ooh. I've talked about my journey on here numerous times, but especially the most recent one. Yeah, feeling like I strayed away. Well, I won't even say I feel like I strayed away. I know I strayed away for some years, and then got it back on track, and he was right there with open arms, ready to accept me.
Yes. Yes.
I came as I was, battered, broken, lost, confused, all of the things, angry at whatever, sad. And then he helped me rebuild myself as I'm still rebuilding, but
Yeah, that part.
yeah, I'm still rebuilding. We're all going to be rebuilding, and it's an amazing feeling to be able to go back when you lose your way, and he's right there. He's like, man, it's almost like he's like, man, I've been waiting on you. I've been waiting on you to come back. I knew you'd be back. I was waiting on you, and I kept you covered even though you were away. I kept you covered. I looked over and I watched over you. I kept you safe. Um, you went through some trials, but you came back home. And that's an amazing feeling, man. But let me see. I got any more questions for you? I got any more?
I just want to say,
Okay.
if anybody out there listening, if you're kind of on the fence or teeter-tottering or whatever with your faith, like, reach out to those friends, because I know you have them, that are in the church and are Christians and all that, and talk to them. Have a conversation with them. Don't be scared to have a conversation about religion, and you yourself should be open to what they have to say. Take it in, sit with it, and then, go from there.
Definitely, definitely. That was actually a topic in church.
Yeah, it was.
Actually, so yeah, I feel like you should definitely reach out to those. I actually had someone comment on my most recent video on Facebook, and I had to give them the advice and told them like, hey, you gotta surround yourself with some prayer warriors.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, you know, 'cause I think it's when two or more are gathered, um, he hears you, um, and God is in the midst. So you gotta have some prayer warriors just by your side because we can't do it alone. We can't do it alone. We try, but we can't. We gotta have people around us that's gonna pray for us, pray over us, pray with us.
Yes.
And that we can be vulnerable around, not be ashamed to be fully transparent, and not feel like we gotta hide our emotions or hide anything that we're going through, and to just allow ourselves to be weak, to be sad, to be mad, to show all of our emotions, frustrations, everything that's weighing us down, and we get those people around us that's like, hey, it's okay to let it all out. Um, don't be embarrassed. We're here. I'm here, and it's gonna be okay. A lot of times people feel alone because they feel like they don't have that. But once you surround yourself with that, you pray for God to send you those people, and then once you have that, then a shift starts happening. A shift starts happening in your life, and eventually you're able to come up out of that. And I had to give someone that advice, and it was crazy because it's someone older than me. So it's a lady older than me, Miss Carolyn. So
Mm.
um, Miss Carolyn used to work at the Dollar General, and we just developed a friendship over the years. But I had to give Miss Carolyn some advice. So if you listening to this, Miss Carolyn, it's okay. Shouts out to you. It's okay. You have a prayer warrior, in your corner. So just know that, okay? As far as Miss May goes, tell them how they can find you.
Yeah. If you guys want to find me on social media, my tags are Memories with May. It's Memories W May, not the full with. Okay, the W. And I just want to say thank you, Jamal, for letting me come on your podcast. It has been great. You had great questions for me, and I appreciate you wanting me to tell my story.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I've been wanting her to be on here for a minute now. Uh, I just knew the conversation would be fluid. It would be good, and I also wanted her to be able to just talk about her journey and what she's doing, what she's got going on. I wanted the people to hear from her. I really did. And then I also don't want this to be the last time that they hear from you. So,
We'll see. We'll see. Anything is possible.
she will be back.
Okay.
She'll be back. Um, um, but yeah, and just like that, we reached the end of another episode of Get It Together with Big Maul. Um, I appreciate y'all for checking in with me, but then also checking in with Miss May and hearing what she has to say. I did not mean to rhyme like that. It just happened like that because I'm cool like that. Okay, I'm done. um, yeah, man. Check me out on all social media platforms at Jamal Butler, JeMaHlButler. It's a new week, so don't let it be mundane. Go out there and work out. Go out there. Um,
Drink
start
your water, eat
Drink
your
your water.
veggies,
Yep.
and your fruit.
Yep, yep. See, that's how you know she listening, because she know what I'm gonna say. She know. So I ain't even gotta say it. Go out there and just do whatever it is that you feel like is moving you. Just try it. Do it alone. Do it scared. Do it confused. Just do it. Like I always say, one foot in front of the other. God has got you. Just do it, man. Just do it. Whatever it is that you're afraid of, the people will come. The support will come. It may not be from your best friends or your family members, but the people will come. Trust me. Okay. But yes. And understand this. People will try you. Okay. But you are not the one. You are the one. Unbothered. God's got you. I love you, but God,
God loves you more.
God, God loves you more. Hey man, hey man, she be listening. Okay, but yes, God loves you more. Okay, um, and yeah, man, I will check you guys on my next episode. Um, Once again, thank you, Miss May, for coming in,
Yes,
for
and thank
stopping
you.
by.
Thank you for having me.
This was amazing. This was an amazing conversation. We always have good conversation,
Yes.
but this was an amazing conversation. I'm glad you felt like you could do it. You wanted to come.
Well, thank
Okay.
you. Thank you for having the excitement and the encouraging words to get me here. So,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. And y'all tap in with her, man. Let her do some photo shoots for y'all. Or, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Okay. And that's it. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.